I'm hoping Axios makes a giant change on. I won't be around to see it come to fruition. We talked about this before, for your viewers. I have terminal cancer from burn pits. It will kill me. I'm on a deadline, but I'm hoping I set something up that makes a giant enough impact in the next 10 to 15 years that it's helping people like yourself, Zach, where you're on the road, you have a headset, you can do your therapy from anywhere. As long as you got Wi-Fi, do your therapy appointment. Don't worry about the VA
Yep.
harassing you because you missed a couple appointments. And for those guys at home, I can't tell you vets that I've helped that they don't want to leave their house, right? They get on video games. Like they'll play Call of Duty all day, but they didn't shower or they forgot to eat. They ate like one meal that day. They just got intrinsically pulled into something that sucks them in, but they don't have really a life or anything, and they're desiring that connection. I'm hoping my company fills that gap for you guys, makes you better, and it gives you your life back. I mean,
Yeah.
there's too many. 80% of veterans say they play video games for stress reduction and connection. 80%
Yeah.
of the veterans the VA pulled. That's a shit ton of people. The generation of vet you think isn't the World War II Vietnam guy anymore. It's our generation. It's the war fighter from Iraq and Afghanistan. And our thing for connections games. I mean, it's something that followed me through my time when I lived in the barracks in the military. It's something that followed me when I left. Gaming community is something that veterans dive into because it gives us that dopamine adrenaline dump with our buddies that we got overseas that we're still chasing.
Yeah. And I'd just like to pause real quick. And you did share with me that you have terminal cancer. And like I cried.
Yeah,
Like,
it's rough.
and um like I didn't know what to say to you, and like I don't know what to say right now. And I'm like babbling a little bit because like I still don't know what to say. And um I don't know how, like, dude, knowing that and knowing what you're fighting for and what you're trying to leave behind and to make it better for others. And the burn pits fucked me up. Like, all of this down, like, it's real. I'm sorry you got the next click into it. I appreciate you while you're here.
Thank you.
And for what you're doing and why we got you. So you got my commitment. Whatever I can do to help you and whatever this community can do to help you, we're going to help you.
I
And
appreciate that.
we're going to double down on it, and we're going to accelerate whatever we can. Even if it's just one more connection. Cause that's what it's about. That's what Leaders Lead is all about. It's about investing in each other, lifting each other up, and sharing the word, and letting people know that just because we're a veteran doesn't mean we're a knuckle dragger nobody. Right?
Yep.
It's like, man, we can still do good shit. Excuse my
I think we can do
language,
the
but
best shit. I hate hearing when I talk to guys. We were at Warrior Rising and you were there when we met that Marine veteran. And I hate hearing all I did was I was a driver, right? Or all I did was a cook. Like I do not come from the Green Beret community, right? Deployed with the Green Beret community, but I did not earn a Green Beret. But I got to do a scout mission that most scouts will go their entire careers never having. 4-man OPs, out behind enemy lines, doing the fun scout shit. And I learned really quick that what I did in the military, I'm proud of. And if you served, you should be proud. Whatever it is you did, whether it was logistics, legal, medical, I don't care what it was. The mindset of you get out and you're like, oh, that's all I did. You still did more than 98% of this country. Be proud of that
yep.
shit. Wear that. Like it's that mentality has to change. And when you say, we can still do good shit, veterans can do the best shit. If you are a veteran, you understand what true hardship and stress looks like, right? You understand working a job that pays you poverty level money, but still
Yep.
doing 20-hour days, not getting paid for it. Any
Yep.
organization that acquires you as an employee or any organization you start as an employer is going to benefit from that mentality. It's going to
Yep.
accelerate their ability to scale. It's going to accelerate their output. and it's going to
Yep.
benefit from your leadership. Especially if you've been overseas. I don't care if it was a Kuwait deployment or if you were in Afghanistan with me or in Syria. Like a deployment's a deployment. It has side effects for everybody that's been there. Whether you were a private or a sergeant major, you're going to get leadership experience being in that environment that any
Yep.
corporation could pull from and benefit from. And I think veterans, we really are this, what did they call it? The OIF, OEF kind of babies. Those of us that were kids when 9/11 happened and then lived our adult lives in war and now it's kind of over. Our generation's really the generation that needs to pick. It's just like World War II. We are the generation. If we can get up off our asses and start creating shit, we're gonna put the country right. Just
Yep.
like after the Great Depression, it was the guys that went and fought that came back and built businesses and brought their experience to businesses and scaled them. That's what we need right now. We need leaders. We
Hmm.
need people embrace what you did, make it a part of you, but you need to turn that page in the next chapter and go do something next. It
Yeah.
Little things turn into giant things. I'm living proof of that. It's just you
Yeah.
just gotta have the willpower to go. And not enough vets have that. I mean, we have a weird culture of hair gel and book deals. You Navy SEALs out there listening to this, that I don't know what it is, but it's made a lot of people feel inadequate, and I think that's wrong. I think we need to embrace anybody that served and walked that line, and
You
go
know,
start something.